what the SMERP application is generally like. We have SMERP. SMERP is majorly an ERP system, and it's a cloud-based solution. And then we've ensured that we build all of the necessary needs of a company or an organization in SMEP. However, if there are modifications, or if there are anything that you like us to customize or white label for your organization, we can always do that. But like I said earlier, SMEP is here to transform your business, and is a robust and adaptable and efficient cloud-powered ERP solution that improves workflows. It drives productivity by connecting and enabling businesses to address their key needs. So here is a sample of what our um, dashboard looks like, or do I say our landing page looks like for SMEP. So if you want to sign up with SMEP, you come to smep.ng, and this is what you can see. Here is the background page where you can easily book a demo, and then you can see what our web and mobile looks like. We also have different features that we've been able to put on display: the reward and loyalty program, the automated order management, the integrated inventory management, the accounting management, the customer management, the invoicing management. Then you can also see what you can get once you connect to our SMEP website. We have what we call the SMEP Marketplace, where you're connected to other where you are able to post your businesses and connect to other people in the industry. What does the marketplace do for you? It is key for you to unlock your growth and visibility. That's the growth and visibility of your business. We also have the free website. That is when you sign up on SMEP, a website is automatically generated for you as a company. So if you set up your website, as is written here, is a state-of-art website that is user-friendly, and the website as well delivers actionable intelligence, and it improves your workflow. It also drives your productivity and your business growth. We also have a functionality that can help forecast your cash flow. That is, it generates your accounting records, your financial reports, and then you're able to use the analytics to gain general insights. Now, talking about the pricing for the web platform, this is what we have. We have the basic plan, which is 10,000 naira. We have the standard plan, which is 15,000. We also have the enterprise plan, which is where we help you white label or customize your platform. But on the basic, we have the invoicing, your website, the POS, the inventory management, the sales management, and then you also have a limited storage space. If you need to add an additional user, you can use you'll be paying an additional 1,500. On the standard plan, we have the accounting, e-commerce, we have the limited storage as well, we have the customer management module, we have the purchase management module, in addition to everything that you already had in the basic plan. Then we also have the all standard plan, which is the enterprise plan. We have all the modules that you can think about on SMEP. And if you like to customize as well, we have it available for you. The people that we previously partnered with are Swift, Black Copper, FCMB. Yeah, so that is basically all from our landing page, which I could say is our SMEP website. So I'll be taking you now into the SMEP system proper. Here is what our dashboard looks like. From this page here, you can just click on sign in, and then you sign in directly with your credentials here. Let me just go by logging in. You sign in with your credentials. This is what you see initially. Then you now click on going to the dashboard, which brings you straight to this. Now, what do we have in SMEP? Like I mentioned earlier, we have a variety of modules in SMEP. Here is the point of sale module. The people that majorly use the point of sale module are people who have tills where customers pick, maybe a supermarket, for example, customers pick and they come to make payments. What do you see on the point of sale module? We have the start selling option, where after you must have logged all your goods, the prices, at the back end, you see a report of when you logged your good on the platform, the amount that you put, the amount that is remaining. And as you sell those items and ensure that is recorded, either via your barcode or manually on the SMEP model, you are able to see your reports that these particular goods that you stocked up, say 1st of December, they are depleting as at June and you need to restock. Now, you can also see a report that shows your orders, the sessions, and your customers. What do I mean by that? Once you click on order, you're able to see goods that the customers have purchased. We just try to put a little data on this platform. This is not a live platform. This is a demo platform just to show you what we have. So you can also export all of these orders. Now, this is after your customer in the supermarket has picked the good and then you've scanned it and it has been recorded on the POS dashboard. Like I said, here are the orders, and then once you select, you can export it or you can delete if you have the admin rights. You can also filter the transactions for the day or for the month if you can close it, or if invoice has been sent to a particular customer, depending on your industry. Then you can now see details of your customer, the salesperson that was in charge of sales that day, the session now, which is talking about the time and then when it was done. Then we have the status, if it was successful, if it was posted or not. Then we also have the order date. Then you can also add another category of anything that you're searching for on here as well. Another thing I'd like to show you here on the point of sale is your products. I mentioned earlier that you will have actually updated your product from the back end and then you can see it here. So when you upload your product, you can always come back to see a list of products that you have. Then as well, you can also click on your product variants, tell the difference between your products. If you have say same product, you can do a product variant, and then you can also have a price list by yourself on the platform. I don't think we uploaded data here, so you can have a price list of the name of the product, the discount that you are putting on the product. You can easily create a product that you want to put discount on. If you want to generate a promotional code, you can always put all of that here. Then we also have the general reporting, where you can just see the details of the sales that was made within a particular period, and then you can see the orders that were made. The configuration here now is for the admin of the organization. The admin can help you to set up your point of sale according to however you would like it. Then we have the sales module. What does the sales module do? In an organization, for example, we have the sales team. What they do generally, they go outside to bring business, right? So the sales module here helps the sales team to be able to keep track and record of everything that they're doing. They don't only keep track of what they're doing, they're able to keep their customers' data. They're able to build the company's data. They're also able to send quotations from the sales module. They're also able to confirm customers' payments from the same sales module. And then they are also able to modify the, what's it called? Excuse me. They're also able to modify the type of quotation that you want to be using in your organization. For example, you want to upload your logo on the quotation, or you have specific signatories on the in the organization that you want them to be signing your quotations. You have him here as well. You can as well also import sales details. Maybe you've been saving your data manually. You can upload them here once you come on SMERP. Now, what do we have here? You have samples of what you have in your sales orders, the quotations you've sent out. You can view them. You can view your orders. You can view the members of the sales team. You can also view your customer data, like I mentioned. You can also send invoices. You can create your invoice. You can also send your invoice directly from here. So once you create the invoice, which is same as quotation now, once you click on done or save, it comes up with the email template where you can compose your email, or a CTA where you can compose your email and then put the customer's email address and then just send. Then you can also see a variety of your products that you still have in the organization. Then you also see your general sales report. That's for the sales module. We have the calendar mode feature. Let me say feature and module now, because for the calendar module, you can use it to save specific dates and events for the organization, for your organization. For example, I once worked in an organization where we had the entire year planned out. So I used to set up the calendar manually and then share with the entire organization. But with SMEP, you don't have to even do that, because what I used to do then, go and download calendar, then start speaking specific dates and then attach the event to it. But with Calendarly, I mean, with the calendar menu on SMEP, what you can easily do is set up specific events for your different dates, and then members of the organization who have been registered on SMEP can have it. You can also set it up for your organization to get reminders on specific events for the organization. The next module now is the inventory module. The inventory is majorly helping you to keep track of all of your goods, all of your um, data in the organization. I mean, it's like, for example, if the manufacturing industry is using SMEP now, you have an inventory of all of your raw materials. You have an inventory of you also have the data of the people that you purchase the raw material for, as well as the amount that you got it for. So you can keep your receipts. If you did internal transfers, say within the organization, the procurement team might transfer money to maybe the development team now for them to purchase something. You can have all of that here. And if it's raw materials, you can have an inventory of your goods as well. Then, like I explained earlier as well, you have different data and different reports that you can view here. So here you're able to see your transfers, inventory adjustments, if you're making any adjustments. Um, you can also run schedulers to remind of goods that are depleting already. Then you also have a master data that shows the product variants, the rules that you can set rules in your organization for reordering. Then you also have the general reports for inventories. After the inventory module, another module that I would like to talk about is the accounting module. Now, the accounting module is usually majorly like the major sellout for SMEP, because most SMEs or most organizations do not have concrete accounting information. So therefore, they are not really able to make proper informed decisions. Now, for the accounting module, what can you do with it? You can create your customers, first of all. You can create your invoices. You can create your vendors on the platform. You can also, now if I click on customer, you can see invoices that have been sent to customers. You can see credit notes that have been received or sent. You can see payments that have been made. You can still see the products that you have, and then you can see details of your customers as well. For vendors, you can see the bills that have been sent. If you requested for a refund from the vendor, you can see the payments that came in. You can see the products that you have, and you still see a general list of vendors that you still have in your system. Then you have a general reporting um, module or option on the accounting module now. You can see your invoices, you can see the asset that you have in the organization, you can see your PDF reports, which you can download, you can see your journals, you can see your tax reports, you can see your partners, age partners balances, and then you can also configure the accounting module to anything that you want. For example, we use SMEP in-house, and then initially when we started using SMEP, we got some form of configuration instructions based on how rules and approvals are set in our accounting department. So we were able to customize it according to what they wanted. So I mean, if we are deploying SMEP for you as an organization, we'll be able to do it to suit the rules and regulation that you have in your organization. And then alongside with all that I've explained earlier is that we have the analytical parts of the accounting module where you can easily view your reports at a glance, or you can also see graphical representations of how you maybe received money or spent money. Here, we can customize what you want to see for you and then help. And these ones will help you make informed decisions. Also, we have the option of syncing this particular part of the application to your accounts, so that you can have consolidated accounts in the organization, and then you can use it to make proper decision as well. Then we also have contacts. Here you have contacts of all of your staff, all of your vendors, all of your customers, as many people's constant contacts as you want to have. You can save them here. You can always create the contacts. You can import contacts. Maybe you already have it in an Excel or CSV file. You can import it here. You can also configure how you want your customer details or details of your contact to be received as well. Another module that we have is the CRM module. Their need, you come up to create the customer because that's an opportunity that you've identified. You create the customer. The moment I'm clicking on create now, it's going to come up with different questions: the name of the company, the email address of your contact person, the name of your contact person, phone number. Here you're able to save contacts of the customer. After this stage is the stage where you're able to identify that okay, well, this customer, does it qualify for the good that I've identified that I want to sell to them? I mean, some organizations don't have only one product that they sell. I can identify Airtel or MTN Nigeria as my customer. Maybe because I produce devices, they might need me to produce one of their MiFis or their internet modems for them. So, I mean, if I identify them as an organization, after I've identified them and I've seen them that they have an opportunity in their organization, I'm able to move them to qualified, which means that they're qualified for me to have identified them to sell that particular product to them. Then I send them the proposal, which means I'm making a proposition. At that stage, I'm probably able to send my price schedule to them, which is probably a quotation, depending on what the relationship is like. If you need to get a PO first and all of that, it depends on you and how the organization wants to run. And then the last one, which has one, is when you've won a deal in the organization, won that customer over in the organization, and then you can transfer that data to one. So, I mean, you keep saving all customers' details here in the CRM, and then you're able to track growth and relationship in the organization. That way, it makes it easier for you to even know different products that you're selling for a particular company or that you're a vendor to, and then you can know how to upscale your business to them. Then we have the e-commerce model. The e-commerce model is where you are able to sell your goods, which is where we also have the websites. You can see the CTA here that says you can go to websites. Now, the website now is where I mentioned earlier that you can always post your goods. Okay, so because this website has not been created, so I'll just go back. Where you can easily post your goods and then share your URL with your customers for them to purchase items from you directly. And you always get a notification of what they want to purchase, and then you can decide on how to send it to them. If you want your customers to pay directly from your website, you can also integrate a third-party payment integrator, payment aggregator, the likes of Paystack, Flutterwave, so that you can receive money directly from the customer online as well. So major the e-commerce module is for you to display your products and be able to share your URL with customers who are ready to purchase. And then you can also promote it as your online business. So in the same vein, you're able to do your analytics, you're able to check your orders, the ones that were paid for, the ones that they just uploaded to the cart and they couldn't pay. And then you're also able to see the customer's details. At the same time, you're also able to see the products that you still have on ground, your price list, and then the product variants. You can also have a blog if you want to be sending maybe weekly newsletters to your customers. Then you can also see all of the sales that you really made online, and then you can filter the reports to keep yourself informed of any information that you want from your e-commerce and websites. So after the e-commerce module, we also have the discourse module. Here is like a chat room for you in the organization. The discourse module enables a chat box now for every member in the organization, rather than, the same way we have the likes of Skype and all. We have it in SMERP as well, where you can create a particular project and chat on that project, and then you're able to chat each other in the organization as long as the person has been registered on SMERP. Then you also have the purchase model. The purchase generally is like a module that is usually most suitable for your procurement team in the organization. So it's usually good to have control over procurement so that you're not just expending money in your organization, right? You can always create a vendor. That's when you have a new vendor. You can register them via the purchase model, send them. If you receive the PO from them, you can upload their PO here and then process internally according to what your rules are. Then we can also set up for you for your different approval levels. You can also request for quotation from here. Once you get your customers' details, you can request for quotation and then send via mail to the prospective people or prospective customers that you want to buy from. Now, you have to bear in mind that you're going to fill all of these details that we have here: the product, the description of the product, the dates, the quantity, the product unit of measure, if they're measuring in kg or per tin or per carton, then the unit price, then the taxes. Now, we can also help you configure the tax, but it's really editable, and then you can decide according to the government rule. Right now, I think tax is like 7.5, so we can configure it to have 7.5 tax. So depending on the approval level, like I said, once somebody raises a PO in the organization, you can send to your next approval level, who will confirm the order, and then it now goes to maybe your finance department to process the payment. But at least the good thing is that your procurement team will have gone through it first. Then we have the email marketing model. What does this do? You earlier must have collected your customers' email details when you're registering them on the platform. So this email marketing enables you to be able to send email broadcasts to all of your customers, or even if it's to the staff of the organization. We have the fleet model. The fleet model generally helps people to do some level of vehicle tracking, logistics, and all of that. Then we have the general setting where your super admin is able to create users for you in the organization, and also give different approval layouts to different members of the organization, once again according to the rule of the organization. So I think that will bring me to the end of the demo of the SMERP platform.